What's going on, guys? It's Luke here. We had two trades today. We had a loss for about $300, and then we ended up taking a nice win for about I think it was 960. Executions are all in the Discord, as you can see. Yeah, 966 on the win. And there was the loss. We took that one on MNQ. That was a super risky one. That's why we went lighter on that. But trying to basically wait for the rebalance of price. That was the idea behind everything today. And obviously, I would have liked continuations to the upside, but with my experience, I know. I know when we're gonna likely want to reverse. So that's pretty much my idea coming in. So off market open, we obviously had a push up and we ended up taking out London high. And from here, I knew that we had unfilled gaps to the downside, and I obviously wanted to take continuations at that point because I knew that we were obviously trending up. But I seen we had this unfilled 5-minute gap right here, and I figured maybe we could get a retracement into this 5-minute gap before we wanted to continue up. And the other thing was, at this exact same time, ES was completely bearish. So let me show you guys exactly what I mean. So at around 940, ES was pushing bearish and it was heading towards London low, as you can see right here. So ES was pushing heavily bearish. It ended up obviously sweeping lows, and that was what pushed price up. But at this point, I seen ES pushing heavily bearish. I'm like, okay, well, ES might want to come down and take out London. I'm sure we can catch some type of retracement on NQ. So on NQ, I ended up scaling down. I looked for the highest time frame inversion. We had this 1-minute inverse, took the entry right here, stops above, and basically I was going to move my stops to break even at the 5-minute unfilled gap, and then I was just going to let the rest run from there. But we ended up getting into profit a decent bit, and then we ended up getting stopped out on that. But again, low risk. We took this on MNQ. I just have it marked on NQ, but that was a small loss. So then price continued to trend up from there, and at this point, we were super overextended to the upside, and I was okay. I was down to take continuation longs up to previous day high, but we really weren't getting a pullback. So I figured at this point, I'm like, okay, we're probably going to want to come down and at least fill in this 5-minute unfilled at this point. We're super overextended to the upside. I want to take continuation longs if we get a chance, but I want to see a pullback. We're also in a premium. I think we're due for some type of retracement. So at this point, I basically, again, scaled down and was looking for scalp shorts in to fill those unfilled gaps. On the 1-minute, we had this inverse right here, and then we came back up and retraced it. And when we started to respect the retrace of the inverse right here on this candle right here at 1019 or 1018, whatever, and we started to reject off of it, that's when I took the entry, because obviously I didn't want to FOMO in off this candle here. Once we got the retrace of the inverse and we're respecting it, this is where I took my entry, stops above here, and I basically just targeted into, again, that 5-minute unfilled gap. And as soon as we basically filled the entirety of the gap, we pretty much filled the entirety right wick to wick, I closed out manually and I got out at about 186. So this was the total trade right here. You can see it in the execution. So again, pretty much on this one, I seen ES pushing bearish towards London low. Again, it did sweep out the lows, putting in an SMT, which I didn't think. I thought that ES was going to run for London low, and then because I thought it was a clear draw, so I figured we could get the retracement on NQ. So again, I wanted to move stops to break even if we filled this 5-minute unfilled, but we didn't end up getting that. But again, that was low risk. Went in with 4 or 5 micros, and then here again, price super overextended. We want to see price come down and fill in that unfilled 5-minute or unfilled 15-minute gap. We take the 1-minute inverse, we get in on the retrace, and we manually close it. And that was pretty much it for us. So that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. If you guys want to join the Discord, link will be in the pinned comment. And if you guys want a discount with Alpha Futures, 25% off, sign up link is in the pinned comment as well. That's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.